In the beginning, there was nothing, just an empty void. Darkness covered everything, and then something incredible happened.
Therefore, thus says Yah Elohim, now I will restore the fortunes of Jacob and have mercy on the whole house of Israel, and I will be jealous for my pure name. They shall forget their shame and all the treachery they have practiced against me, when they dwell securely in their land with none to make them afraid, when I have brought them back from the peoples and gathered them from their enemies' lands, and through them have vindicated my purity in the sight of many nations. Then they shall know that I am Yah the Elohim, because I sent them into exile among the nations, and then assembled them into their own land. I will leave none of them remaining among the nations anymore, and I will not hide my face anymore from them, when I pour out my spirit upon the house of Israel, declares Yah Elohim.
We are here only because Yah created this day and put us here for His purpose. Shalom. The Most High Yah is my shepherd. I do not lack. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. And to all those who made it here today, welcome to Beside Still Waters. During the time of creation, the Most High made everything in 6 days. And on the 7th, Abba did something really special. He rested. He rested from all his work and made a command according to this Shabbat day. Yah also tied several other things to this day as well that are very important to his sheep. This is not a lesson, but a meditation on the word of Yah. So let's find our quiet place to be one-on-one with ABBA YAH, our mighty Chief Shepherd. Let's tune out the world and clear our minds so that we can hear the still, small voice. Matthew chapter 18, verses 12 to 14 reminds us that if a man has 100 sheep and one of them goes astray, would he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go to seek the one that is straying? And if he should find it, truly he rejoices more over that sheep than over the 99 that did not go astray. I was once that lost sheep. It is not the desire of our Father who is in the Shamayim that one of these little ones should be lost. While some of us are still getting into our quiet place, we now ask our brother to read Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 31 through 34.
Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Yasharal and with the house of Yahudah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in that day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Mitzrayim, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahuwah. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Yasharal. After those days, saith Yahuwah, I will put my Torah in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their Almighty One, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahuwah, for they all shall know me. from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahuwah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more.
Toda Rabbah. Thanks to our brother for that reading, and to our sisters who come to join in today to sit with us beside still waters. Now, to bring us into this meditation about the Shabbat, we ask our brother to give us verse 20 from the Gospel of Truth found in the apocryphal books. And then our sisters will bring in the precepts and stories.
He is the shepherd who left behind the 99 sheep that had not strayed and went in search of that one which was lost. Like me, he rejoiced when he found me and you. He labored even on the Shabbat for the sheep that he found fallen into the pit. He saved, bringing us up from the pit so that we understand fully what the Shabbat is. We who are the children of the understanding of the heart. Shabbat is a day in which it is not fitting that salvation, deliverance be idle, so that you may speak of that heavenly day that has no night, and of that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. Say then in your heart that you are this perfect day, and that in you lives the light that does not fail. Speak of that heavenly day that has no night, and of that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. Say then in your heart that you are this perfect day, and that in you lives the light that does not fail. I am this perfect day, that heavenly day that has no night, that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. I am this perfect day, and in me lives the light that does not fail.
Hallelujah.
Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. And the seventh day Elohim completed his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And Elohim baraked the seventh day and made it Kodesh, because on it he rested from all his work which Elohim in creating had made. Exodus chapter 20, verses 8 through 11. Remember the Shabbat day to Kadosh it. 6 days you labor and shall do all your work, but the seventh day is a Shabbat of Yahweh your Elohim. You do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made the Shamayim and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day, and Kadosh it. Mark chapter 2, verses 27. And he said to them, the Shabbat was made for man, and not man for the Shabbat. Isaiah 58, 13 through 14. If you do turn back your foot from the Shabbat, from doing your pleasure on my Kodesh day, and shall call the Shabbat a delight, the Kadash of Yahweh esteemed, and shall esteem it, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then you shall delight yourself in Yahweh, and I shall cause you to ride on the heights of the earth, and fill you with the inheritance of Jacob, your father, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken. Leviticus chapter 23, verses 1 through 3. And Yahweh spoke to Mosheh, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, The appointed times of Yahweh, which you are to proclaim as Kodesh gatherings. My appointed times are these: 6 days work is done, but the 7th day is a Shabbat of rest, a Kodesh gathering. You do no work. It is a Shabbat to Yahweh in all your dwellings. Isaiah 56, 2 through 6. Baruch is the man who does this, and the Son of Man who lays hold on it, guarding the Shabbat, lest he profane it, and guarding his hand from doing any evil. And let not the son of the foreigner who has joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, Yahweh has certainly separated me from his people. Nor let the eunuch say, Look, I am a dry tree. For thus said Yahweh to the eunuchs who guard my Shabbatot, and have chosen what pleases me, and hold fast to my covenant, to them I shall give in my house and within my walls a place and a name better than that of sons and daughters. I give them an everlasting name that is not cut off. Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahweh, to serve him and to love the name of Yahweh, to be his servants, all who guard the Shabbat and not profane it, and hold fast to my covenant. Hebrews chapter 4, verses 8 through 11. For if Yehoshua established them in rest, he would not have spoken of another day after that. So that remains a Shabbat keeping for the people of Elohim. For the one having entered into his rest has himself also rested from his works, as Elohim from his own. Let us therefore do our utmost to enter into that rest, lest any fall after the same example of disobedience. Luke chapter 4, verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and according to his practice, he went into the congregation on the Shabbat day and stood up to read. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 12 through 15. Guard the Shabbat day to Kadash it, as Yahweh, your Elohim, commanded you. 6 days you labor and shall do all your work, but the 7th day is a Shabbat of Yahweh, your Elohim. You do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your ox, nor your donkey, nor any of your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates, so that your male servant and your female servant rest as you do. Luke chapter 23, verses 56. And having returned, they prepared spices and perfumes, and they rested on the Shabbat according to the command. Ezekiel chapter 20, verses 12. And Kadash my Shabbatot, and they shall be a sign between me and you, to know that I am Yahweh, your Elohim. Luke chapter 13, verses 10 through 18. And he was teaching in one of the congregations on the Shabbat, and see, there was a woman having a weakening ruach for 18 years, and was bent over, and was unable to straighten up at all. And Yehoshua, seeing her, called her near, and said to her, Woman, you are loosened from your weakness. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was straightened up and praised Elohim. But the ruler of the congregation, responding much displeased that Yehoshua had healed on the Shabbat, said to the crowd, There are 6 days on which men should work, so come and be healed on them, and not on the Shabbat day. Then the master answered him and said, Hypocrite, does not each one of you on the Shabbat loosen his ox or his donkey from the stall and lead it away to water it? And this one, being a daughter of Abraham, who Satan has bound, look, for 18 years, she should not be loosened from this bond on the Shabbat? Colossians chapter 2, verses 16 through 17. Let no one therefore judge you in eating or in drinking or in respect of a festival or a new moon or Shabbatot, which are a shadow of what is to come, but the body of Ha Mashiach. Acts chapter 18, verse 4. And he was reasoning in the congregation every Shabbat, and won over both Yahudim and Yawanites.
Isaiah chapter 66 verses 22 through 23. For as the new Shemayim and the new earth that I make stand before me, declares Yahweh, so your seed and your name shall stand. And it shall be that from new moon to new moon, and from Shabbat to Shabbat, all flesh shall come to worship before me, declares Yahweh. Exodus chapter 31 verses 12 through 17. And Yahweh spoke to Mosheh, saying, And you speak to the children of Israel, saying, My Shabbat you are to guard by all means, for this is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, to know that I, Yahweh, Kodesh you, and you shall guard the Shabbat, for it is Kodesh to you. Everyone who profanes it shall certainly be put to death. For anyone who does work on it, that being shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days work is done, and on the 7th day is Shabbat of rest, Kodesh to Yahweh. Everyone doing work on the Shabbat day shall certainly be put to death. Acts chapter 17 verse 2. According to his practice, Shaul went in unto them, and for 3 Shabbos was reasoning with them from the scriptures. Acts 16 verse 13. And on the Shabbat we went outside the city by a river where there used to be prayer, and having sat down we were speaking to the women who met there. Exodus chapter 34 verses 21 through 22. 6 days you work, but on the 7th day you rest. In the plowing time and in the harvest you rest, and perform the festival of the Shabbat for yourself of the first fruits of wheat, harvest, and the festival of ingathering at the turn of the year. Exodus chapter 16 verses 23. And he said to them, this is what Yahweh has said, tomorrow is a rest, a Shabbat Kodesh to Yahweh. That which you bake, bake, and that which you cook, cook, and lay up for yourselves all that is left over, to keep it until a.m. Matthew chapter 24 verses 19 through 20. And woe to those who are pregnant, and to those who are nursing children in those days, and pray that your flight does not take place in the winter or on the Shabbat. Exodus chapter 35 verses 2 and 3. Work is done for 6 days, but on the 7th day it shall be Kodesh to you, a Shabbat of rest to Yahweh. Anyone doing work on it is put to death. Do not kindle a fire in any of your dwellings on the Shabbat day. Acts chapter 13 verses 42 through 44. And when Yahudim went out of the congregation, the Gentiles begged to have these words spoken to them the next Shabbat. And when the congregation had broken up, many of Yahudim and of worshiping converts followed Shaul and Barnabas, who speaking to them were urging them to continue in the favor of Yahweh. And on the next Shabbat, almost all the city came together to hear the word of Yahweh. Numbers chapter 15 verses 32 through 34. And while the children of Yasharel were in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks on the Shabbat day. And those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Mosheh and to Aaron and to all the congregation. And they put him under guard because it had not been declared what should be done to him. Hebrews chapter 4 verses 2 through 4. For indeed the good news was brought to us as well as to them. But the word which they heard did not profit them, not having mixed with belief in those who heard it. For we have believed to do enter into that rest, as he has said, as I swore in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest. And yet his works have to come into being from the foundation of the world. For somewhere he has said, thus about the 7th day, and Yahweh rested on the 7th day from all his works. Acts chapter 20 verses 7. And on one of the Shabbat, the Talmudim having gathered together to break bread. Shaul intended to depart the next day, was reasoning with them, and was extending the word till midnight.
John 5:16 through 18. And because of this, the Yahudim persecuted Yahushua and were seeking to kill him because he was doing these on the Shabbat. But Yahushua answered them, "My Father works until now, and I work." Because of this, then, the Yahudim were seeking all the more to kill him, because not only was he breaking the Shabbat, but he also called Elohim his own father, making himself equal with Elohim. Ezekiel 20 through 21. And Kadosh my Shabbatot, and they shall be a sign between me and you, to know that I am Yahuwah, your Elohim. But the children rebelled against me. They did not walk in my laws and my right rulings. They did not guard to do them, which if a man does, he shall live by them. They profaned my Shabbatot, so I resolved to pour out my wrath on them to complete my displeasure against them in the wilderness. Leviticus 23:32. It is a Shabbat of rest to you, and you shall afflict your beings on the 9th day of the month at evening. From evening to evening you shall observe your Shabbat. Leviticus 26:2. Guard my Shabbatot and reverence my Mikdash. I am Yahuwah. Mark 16:1 through 2. And when the Shabbat was past, Miriam from Magdala and Miriam of Yaakov and Shalom bought spices to go and anoint him. And very early in the morning, on one of the Shabbatot, they came to the tomb when the sun had risen. Nehemiah 9:14. And you made known to them your Kodesh Shabbat, and you commanded them commands and laws and Torah by the hand of Mosheh your servant. 1 Corinthians 16:2. Concerning one of the Shabbatot, let each of you put aside, storing any berakoth, so that there are no collections when I come. Exodus 16:29 through 30. See, because Yahweh has given you the Shabbat, therefore he has given you bread for 2 days on the 6th day. Let each one stay in his place. Do not let anyone go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. Exodus 23:12. 6 days you are to do your work, and on the 7th day you rest, in order that your ox and your donkey might rest, and the son of your female servant and the sojourner be refreshed. Isaiah 1:13. Stop bringing futile offerings, incense. It is an abomination to me. New moons, Shabbathos, the calling of meetings. I am unable to bear unrighteousness and assembly. Nehemiah 13:15 and 21. In those days I saw in Yehudah those treading wine presses on the Shabbat, and bringing in sheaves and loading donkeys with wine, grapes, and figs, and all kinds of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Shabbat day. So I warned on the day they sold food. And I warned them and said to them, why do you spend the night around the wall? If you do so again, I lay hands on you. From that time on, they came no more on the Shabbat. Ezekiel 46:1. This said the Master Yahuwah, the gate of the inner courtyard facing east is shut, the 6 days of work. But on the Shabbat it is opened, and on the day of the new moon it is opened. John 20:1. And on one of the Shabbathot, Miriam from Magdala came to the tomb in the morning, when it was still dim, and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. Matthew 12, verse 1 through 5 and 8. At that time, Joshua went through the grain fields on the Shabbat, and his Talmudim were hungry and began to pluck heads of grain to eat. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, look, your Talmudim are doing what is not right to do on the Shabbat. But he said to them, have you not read what David did when he was hungry, he and those who were with him? How he went into the house of Elohim and ate the showbread, which was not right for him to eat, nor for those who were with him, but only for the Kohanim. Or did you not read in the Torah that on the Shabbat, the Kohanim and the Mikdash profane the Shabbat and are blameless? For the Ben of Adam is master of the Shabbat.
Shabbat Yahuwah.
Jubilees, chapter 1, and verse 3. And he called to Mosheh on the 7th day out of the midst of the cloud, and the appearance of the esteem of Yahweh was like a flaming fire on the top of the mountain. Jubilees, chapter 1, verse 14. And they shall forget all my Torah, and all my commands, and all my right rulings, and shall go astray as to new moons, and Shabbatot, and festivals, and Yovelim, and laws. Jubilees, chapter 1, verses 26 and 29. And you shall write down for yourself all these words which I declare unto you on this mountain, the first and the last, which shall come to be in all the divisions of the days of the law, and in the witness, and in the Shabbatot, and the Yovelim forever, until I descend and dwell with them forever. And the messenger of the presence who went before the camp of Israel took the tablets of the divisions of the years from the time of the creation of the law and of the witness of the Shabbatot. Acts chapter 13, verse 14. But passing through from Persia, they came to Antiochia in Pisidia, and went into the congregation on the Shabbat day and sat down.
Luke chapter 6. And it came to be on the Shabbat that he went through grain fields, and his talmidim were plucking the heads of grain, and were eating, rubbing them in their hands. And some of the Pharisees said to them, Why are you doing what is not right to do on the Shabbat? Yahushua answered them, saying, Have you not read what David did when he was hungry? He and those who were with him, how he went into the house of Yahweh, took and ate the showbread, and also gave some to those with him, which is not right for any but the Kohanim to eat. And he said to them, The Ben of Adam is master of the Shabbat. And it also came to be on another Shabbat that he entered into the congregation and taught. And there was a man whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and Pharisees were watching him closely, whether he would heal on the Shabbat, for them to find an accusation against him. And he knew their thoughts, and said to the man who had the withered hand, Rise and stand in the midst. And he rose up and stood. Yahushua said to them, I ask you, is it right to do good on the Shabbat, or to do evil, to save a life, or to destroy it? And looking around at them, he said to the man, Stretch out your hand. And he did so, and his hand was restored sound as the other. Hallelujah.
Exodus 16. And they departed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Yasharal came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their going out of the land of Mizraim. And all the congregation of the children of Yasharal grumbled against Mosheh and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Yasharal said to them, If only we had died by the hand of Yahweh in the land of Mizraim, when we sat by the pots of meat, and when we ate bread to satisfaction. For you have brought us out into this wilderness to put all this assembly to death with hunger. And Yahweh said to Moshe, See, I am raining bread from the Shamayim for you, and the people shall go out and gather a day's portion every day, in order to try them, whether they walk in my Torah or not. And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moshe and Aaron said to all the children of Yasharal, At evening you shall know that Yahweh has brought you out of the land of Mizraim. And in the morning you shall see the esteem of Yahweh, for he hears your grumblings against Yahweh. And what are we that you grumble against us? And Moshe said, In that Yahweh gives you meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning bread to satisfaction. For Yahweh hears your grumblings which you make against him. And what are we? Your grumblings are not against us, but against Yahweh. And Moshe said to Aaron, Say to all the congregation of the children of Yasharal, Come near before Yahweh, for he has heard your grumblings. And it came to be, as Aaron spoke to all the congregation of the children of Yasharal, that they looked toward the wilderness, and see, the esteem of Yahweh appeared in the cloud. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, I have heard the grumblings of the children of Yasharal. Speak to them, saying, Between the evenings you are to eat meat, and in the morning you are to be satisfied with bread. And you shall know that I am Yahweh your Elohim. And it came to be that the quails came up at evening, and covered the camp, And in the morning the dew lay all around the camp. And the layer of dew went up, and see, on the surface of the wilderness was a small round substance, as fine as frost on the ground. And the children of Yasharal saw, and they said to each other, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was. And Mosheh said to them, "It is the bread which Yahweh has given you to eat. This is the word which Yahweh has commanded. Let every man gather it according to each one's need, an omer for each being, according to the number of beings. Let every man take for those who are in his tent." And the children of Yasharal did so and gathered, some more, some less. And they measured it by omers. And he who gathered much did not have too much, and he who gathered little did not have too little. Each one gathered according to his need. And Mosheh said, "Let no one lead any of it until morning." And they did not listen to Mosheh. So some of them left part of it until morning, and it bred worms and stank. And Mosheh was wroth with them. And they gathered it every morning, each one according to his need. And when the sun became hot, it melted. And it came to be on the 6th day that they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for each one. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Mosheh. And he said to them, "This is what Yahuwah has said. Tomorrow is a rest, a Shabbat Kodesh to Yahuwah. That which you bake, bake, and that which you cook, cook. And lay up for yourselves all that is left over to keep it until morning." And they laid it up till morning, as Mosheh commanded, and it did not stink, and no worm was in it. And Mosheh said, "Eat it today, for today is a Shabbat to Yahweh. Today you do not find it in the field. Gather it 6 days, but on the 7th day, which is the Shabbat, there is none." And it came to be that some of the people went out on the 7th day to gather, but they found none. And Yahweh said to Mosheh, "How long shall you refuse to guard my commands and my Torah? See, because Yahweh has given you the Shabbat, therefore he is giving you bread for 2 days on the 6th day. Let each one stay in his place. Do not let anyone go out of his place on the 7th day." So the people rested on the 7th day. Halal Yahuwah.
And the messenger of the presence spoke to Mosheh according to the word of Yahweh, saying, "Write the complete history of the creation, how in 6 days Yahweh Elohim finished all his works and all that he created, and guarded the Shabbat on the 7th day, and Kadash it for all ages, and appointed it as a sign for all his works. And he finished all his work on the 6th day, all that is in the Shamayim, and on the earth, and in the seas, and in the abysses, and in the light, and in the darkness, and in all. And he gave us a great sign, the Shabbat day, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Shabbat on the 7th day from all work. And all the messengers of the presence, and all the messengers of Kodashah, these 2 great classes, he has hidden us to guard the Shabbat with him in the Shamayim and on earth. And he said to us, "See, I shall separate unto myself a people from among all the peoples, and they shall guard the Shabbat day, and I shall kadosh them unto myself as my people, and shall barak them as I have kodash the Shabbat day and kadosh it unto myself. Even so shall I barak them, and they shall be my people, and I shall be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Yaakov from among all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn, and have kadosh him unto myself forever and ever. And I shall teach them the Shabbat day, that they may guard the Shabbat thereon from all work. And so he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Shabbat with us on the seventh day, and to eat and to drink and to barak him who has created all matters, as he has barak and kadosh unto himself a treasured possession, a people above all peoples, and that they should guard the Shabbat together with us. And he caused his commands to ascend as a sweet fragrance, acceptable before him all the days. There were 22 heads of mankind from Adam to Yaakov, and 22 kinds of work were made unto the seventh day. This is Baruch and Kodesh, and the former also is Baruch and Kodesh, and this one serve with that one for Kodashah and Barakah. And to them, Yaakov and his seed, it was granted that they should always be the Baruch and Kodashim of the first witness and Torah, even as he had Kadash and Barak the Shabbat day on the seventh day. He created the Shamayim and earth and all that he created in 6 days. And Elohim made the seventh day Kodesh for all his works. Therefore, he commanded for this reason, that whoever does any work on it shall die, and that he who defiles it shall certainly die. Therefore, you shall command the children of Israel to observe this day, that they may Kodesh it, and not do any work on it, and not to defile it, as it is more Kodesh than all other days. And whoever profanes it shall certainly die, and whoever does any work on it shall certainly die forever, that the children of Israel may observe this day throughout their generations, and not be rooted out of the land. For it is a Kodesh day and a Baruch day, and everyone who observes it and guards the Shabbat thereon from all his work shall be Kodesh and Baruch throughout all days like us. Declare and say to the children of Israel the law of this day, both that they should guard the Shabbat on it, and that they should not forsake it in the straying of their hearts, that it is not right to do any work on it, which is improper to do their own pleasure on it, and that they should not prepare whatever on it to be eaten or drunk, and to draw water, or bring in, or take out through their gates any burden on it, which they had not prepared for themselves on the 6th day in their dwellings. And they shall not bring in nor take out from house to house on that day, for that day is more Kodesh and Baruch than any Yobel day of Yobelim. On this we guarded the Shabbat in the Shamayim before it was made known to any flesh, to guard the Shabbat thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all matters barak it, but he did not Kadash all peoples and nations to guard the Shabbat on it, but Israel alone. They alone he permitted to eat and drink and to guard the Shabbat thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all matters barak this day, which he had created for a barakah and a kodashah, and esteem above all days. This Torah and witness was given to the children of Israel as a law forever unto their generations.
Hallelujah. Brother, can you close us out with verse 20 again from the Gospel of Truth?
He labored even on the Shabbat for the sheep that he found fallen into the pit. He saved, bringing us up from the pit so that we understand fully what the Shabbat is. We who are the children of the understanding of the heart. Shabbat is a day in which it is not fitting that salvation, deliverance be idle, so that you may speak of that heavenly day that has no night, and of that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. Say then in your heart that you are this perfect day, and that in you lives the light that does not fail. Speak of that heavenly day that has no night, and of that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. Say then in your heart that you are this perfect day, and that in you lives the light that does not fail. I am this perfect day, that heavenly day that has no night, that sun that does not set, because it is perfect. I am this perfect day, and in me lives the light that does not fail.
I hope we all here can see that there are many precepts and stories about the Shabbat day, and see the importance of the day of rest. There are many more verses and stories that can be found in the Bible and in the apocryphal books on this very subject. Because this is a meditation video, let's listen to it repeatedly with Yah sitting directly beside us as our guide. Let's also search for other scripture pertaining to the seventh day. We say Toda Rabbah to our brother and our sisters for making this Shabbat meditation possible. with the guidance of our Abba, the Chief Shepherd. We hope to have them all again here soon to sit with us beside still waters. We also hope that you all join us here again to sit and meditate with us on the word of Yah as well. We're leaving some helpful links down below in the description box. Please feel free to leave a helpful comment. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. In Exodus chapter 20 and verse 12, we are reminded that Yah gives us the Shabbathoth to be a sign between us and Him, to know that He, the Most High Abba Yah, makes us Kodesh. So the next time we hear people tell us that we can work on any day we want because the laws and Shabbat are done away with, please tell them that Yah says,
And whatsoever soul it be that does any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, in all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and you shall humble yourselves. From evening unto evening shall you celebrate your Sabbath.
Shalom, and stay strong.